Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Daddy here, back with another toy review. This time we have something really cool. I was able to get the Masters of the Universe, Mysteries of Grayskull Accessory Pack. This was a PowerCon 2021 set. I was able to actually get one. So this is a convention exclusive, so this wasn't available, like at Walmart or Target. This was available through the PowerCon website. Now, PowerCon, if you don't know, is a convention. Well, it was a convention that was held specifically for, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, She-Ra, pretty much anything to do with the MOTU franchise. And it was held in, I think it was Anaheim, California. And they do it, at convention exclusives for people there, and you can order them online, but they're really hard to get. Production numbers are small. This particular one that I did get, they offered through the Mattel website. It was kind of like the stuff left over, I guess. So there was a very small amount on the Mattel website, so I was able to get it from there. I have opened it just, verify the contents and everything. But this is really cool. And like I said, this is an accessory pack of pieces that go with Castle Grayskull. So these are specifically for the Castle Grayskull playset, which I have over here to the side. But I kind of wanted to, sorry about that, I want to kind of go over this because it's a really cool packaging, really cool items. So it came in a shipper, just a cardboard shipper box, but this was inside. And, of course, this is kind of like a wooden motif, real Castle Grayskull-y. You've got the logo, the Mysteries of Grayskull. I know it's kind of big, but it wraps around, continues the wood motif. And like I said, this is just the outer packaging. I'm going to come off the tripod real quick and get up close to this. So this is just the the shout out to the people that made it, legal information. There is a UPC code, so if you want to pause and check those out, it's pretty cool. But back to it. So, and it just wraps around, continues with the wooden motif. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Like I said, earlier, because I heard something rattling around inside, and I'll show you what it was. But I'll open this up, and this is really cool. You ready for this? Watch this. Boom. That's really cool. I'm not sure if it's showing up all in the thing, but that is the dungeon. It's a picture of the dungeon cell in the Castle Grayskull playset. When you turn the throne, the trapdoor drops. This is the dungeon that's at the bottom. So you have this really cool picture here of the dungeon, and of course it kind of wraps around with the Castle Grayskull motif, and you got a little slime dripping. So it's supposed to kind of sit like this. Like that. Beware the Dwell of Souls. That's on the bottom. So we'll do a quick picture on the back. So this talks about the contents of this. Now these items that are featured here, these are only available in this playset. So unfortunately, we're not going to get this out to retail. I hate that because this is a really cool set. But we have the Explorer spacesuit. Now in the vintage Castle Grayskull, this was a sticker. So for this, they actually made a figure of the spacesuit. So it's an actual figure. We have the Spirit of Grayskull, which is the manifestation of Castle Grayskull. So in the mini comic, you'll see a lot of the times there's like this little skull spirit that's rising from Castle Grayskull in the background of some of the artwork. So we have that. We have the Orlax of Primera, which I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Mysterious creature from the Dwell of Souls. So this is the little tentacle creature monster that's coming out of the dungeon. So that's pretty cool. So I really hate that a lot of people are going to miss out on this. I wish there was a way that maybe they could do this again, maybe more retail. But the top opens up. And that's what we get inside now. I'm going to show you the top. So the top is actually the reverse of the dungeon cell. So the bottom is what people are looking down into, and the top is what they're looking out of. So that's pretty cool. So I like the packaging. So here are the items. So first and foremost, let's see, I'm gonna lay this down. Better shot. Bear with me. Okay, so there is no window. It goes straight into the figures, so you know the figures. There's no protective window here. So I noticed that mine had something rolling around in it. So this is the spacesuit, and the head had become dislodged and was just rolling around in the packaging. So that's what that was. It's kind of hard to get back on while the figure's still in the package. So I'm going to set the head to the side. So all of these are kind of held in with the little plastic stringy strips things. So we're going to take those out. So I'll fix his head real quick. So there's not a lot of wiggle room there just because of the helmet and everything, but let's see what we can do. Of course, the hose fits into the mask like that. So there is the space suit of armor. Like I said, in the original, this was just a sticker, but they actually made a figure of it for this pack. So set him to the side. And then we have the Spirit of Grayskull, which is a piece that goes on top. It also has some of the little strings on it. Now the pieces here, they're kind of a rubbery plastic. They're real movable and stuff. Solid hollow plastic in the middle. Not sure if you can see it, but it kind of looks like the skull. I probably would have gone with hollow eyes just so you could see through them, make it more obvious. But there is a piece here at the bottom so it can attach to the top. Set that to the side, and then we have our actual piece here. So here is a little tentacle monster. So there is a segmented piece here. Trying to get this shown. So this is a solid piece here, solid hard plastic, and then right here it gets kind of a rubbery material. It's got I believe it's got a wire in it. It is bendable to an extent. It's not 100%. Probably from like right here is when it starts. So that does have some piece of wire or something in here, which eventually might break inside the plastic. Kind of rubbery plastic material. So there's that. And then we have the actual dungeon piece. So this is a raised piece, and it's got where it slides to the bottom of Castle Grayskull. The trapdoor raises, and of course the tentacle monster, can go down in there. So imagine it kind of sits something like that. So what I don't I don't know if there's any stickers in here, I'll have to look, but you're losing the aesthetic of what's inside the dungeon, because this is supposed to be the dungeon. So I get the tentacle thing coming out, but all of this could have been filled with, you know, the picture of what's inside the dungeon, you know, the other monsters or something. So when you close it, you'd see that aesthetic of the, you know, inside the dungeon, the monsters. But I don't know, maybe there's a sticker or something. So that just raises out. I don't see anything. There's all the trash. I don't see anything. Kind of looks like that bottom piece. It might just be the box construction. Yeah, I think that's just the construction of the box. This kind of looks like this is raised some. So, alright, so we're done with this. So we'll move this to the side. Get that out of the way. So, get some of this trash up. Alright, so just bear with me because Castle Grayskull is such a large piece and I don't have a lot of room to shoot, so open Castle Grayskull. Okay, so set all of our stuff to the side. So as you can see, so here is the regular dungeon piece. So I get kind of close to it. You got the little dungeon piece here with the monsters and stuff. So this piece is supposed to kind of slide right onto the bottom. Yeah, so that's as far as it goes. I go kind of free with the tripod here. So there's a little gap, about almost a finger width right there. And on the bottom, it kind of slides on the bottom of the castle. Not sure if you can see it, but there's a little track there. That kind of sits there like that. Of course, it raises up and everything. And I believe you're going to have it where... No, that wouldn't make any sense. No, that doesn't go there. So, this just kind of bends down. Sits there like that. It almost hits the top. And close it like that. There's a little bit of an aesthetic there, but I really would have liked to see some kind of sticker or something to go down here at the bottom, just to kind of show, you know, what's inside it. Little dungeon area. But let's move on to, so the suit. So the suit would kind of stand, that was right here. Yeah. So the vintage Castle Grayskull, you know, it had the little section, it was a sticker. But now we have an actual suit, and it just kind of stands there like that. Which I want to take a look at this figure real quick. Kind of do a little review of this figure. So it's a pretty cool little figure. I don't think it's probably just a bunch of other figures mashed up. The armor is like the flexible plastic. He's got a little rocket on his arm here. Hands are both open, but there was no, you know, there's no weapons to go with it. But let's take the head off. Okay, so the armor does come off. We've got these little pegs here on either side. So we'll slip that off. So there is a figure without the armor. head. So it's a pretty cool little figure. Armor suit thing. That's pretty cool. I like how they added an actual figure for it instead of it just being a another decal or sticker. It's pretty cool. So we'll just pop that armor back on, put the head back on. So the head is kind of difficult to get on just because of where the suit, the neckline for the suit sits. So it's kind of, you got to take a little finagling. But suit armor kind of sits there in the corner. Sorry, I'm trying to get my tripod to work. There we go. Okay. So that is pretty cool. Alright, so the last piece we have is the Spirit of Grayskull. So that, I believe, I figure out which one it goes on. So I believe it's going to go on that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to pull the dungeon piece off, and we're going to take the armor out. We're going to close this up. And I'm going to go up here to the top. Bear with me. Okay, so up here on the top is, you've got the little pegs up here on the top. So the Spirit of Grayskull has got a peg hole here on the bottom, right there. So it can actually sit on peg holes. There we go. So then you get this aesthetic here. So that is the Spirit of Grayskull. And we might be able to put it on this one. Now this side here sits a little lower. So yeah, you could put it on this side too. So there's that. But I kind of prefer it on this one. So it is an accessory pack for Castle Grayskull. So, in my opinion, this accessory kit is not for your everyday, trying to get your kids into it kind of thing. Because this figure set, this accessory kit set, I believe was close to the $60 mark. I believe it was $60, but them being sold out, low production numbers, on eBay and stuff, their prices are high, way too high. I'm not going to say I have buyer's regret, because it is kind of a cool little nod to some of the lore. But if I wasn't, a big MOTU fan and I got this, I'd probably be upset. It would have been cool to see, like, maybe like a little LED light or something in, in this, or maybe have the eyes cleared out. I mean, it's hard to tell what it is if you don't know what it is. You know what I mean? A little light or something would have been cool. The armor, I think the armor is probably the best piece out of the set, just because it's kind of a cool, unique figure. That's probably my favorite part. The dungeon, I kind of get what they're going for, but at the same time, it would have been really nice to have like some kind of sticker, show dimension, show depth. And make it all black, it gives it depth. It would have been cool to get like the little sticker, but sitting on top of the sit on top of that, it's kind of loose. And if you put it, here, it's solid, but then you can't close the door. So the bendable thing is kind of neat. I mean, it's not going to bend enough to hold somebody. It might. Let's see. Yeah, I guess you could go for that. I guess it can kind of hold somebody. But with it being connected to the cast, that would be sturdy enough. So I get what they're doing there. But at the same time, like I said, it would have been cool to have some kind of, aesthetic here at the bottom. All in all, I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't, say go out and spend, whatever you can find it on eBay for. It would be better if they, release these individually, to the public. Have this come out to Walmart for, $12 or something, $10, $7. But, the amount I paid for it, I would have liked to have been a little, a few little things on it. But, that's just my opinion. Anyway, moving forward, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you like all my videos, if you like, like these videos, leave me a like or, subscribe, check them out. I try to release videos, either weekly or bi-weekly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again soon.